I hear your words echo inside me. You said you long for me, that you love me, and I want to see it too. Feels just like I'm falling. Is there nothing I can do? Wonder if you hear my calling. I'm there and waiting for you. Where are you? I can't find you. I'm there and waiting for you. I'll wait forever for you. One's gone to heaven now. Why won't she come back down? Does she have someone she loves more than me? I thought I could love you better. We were always together. If we took some time apart, you would finally know my heart. I'm there and waiting for you. Where are you? I can't find you. I'm there and waiting for you. I'll wait forever for you. I fell in love with you, and now you're gone. There's nothing left within my lonely room without you. I'm there and waiting for you. Where are you? I can't find you. I'm there and waiting for you. I'll wait forever for you. I'm there and waiting danger signs sneaking up from behind. Kinda like someone's telling me what to say. Looks like you've lost control. Something going on in your soul. I can see you coming from a mile away. Saving the day, saving the day. When you get to the point where it's driving you insane. Saving the day, saving the day. Ooh, yeah. You seem a little strange. Something about you not the same. Nowhere to hide from the feeling running through my veins. Here comes a frightening truth. No, we just ain't no use. Baby, if you got the will, I got the way. Saving the day, saving the day. Sneak up fast and slipping the night away. Saving the day, saving the day. When it's getting to the point where it's driving you insane. Saving the day, saving the day. When it's getting to the point where it's driving you insane. When it starts to pour and pull things out of control. And you can't run away if you don't let it go. Don't know. You can't leave it to the God. You can't leave it to the Lord. Don't go. You can hesitate, but you gotta get out before it's too late. Saving the day, saving the day. Sneak up fast and slipping the night away. Saving the day, saving the day. When it's getting to the point where it's driving you insane. You can't wait. You can't wait until tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
You can't wait. You can't wait until tomorrow. Yeah. You can't wait. You can't wait until tomorrow.
You can't wait.
You can't wait.
People of cyberspace land, what is going on? How is everybody doing on this day of the week? Woo! Indeed. What is going on, Will? Coffee Cup Arcade? Why is my mouse not mousing? What's going on, Elijah? How's it going? And any lurkers out there in cyberspace, what is up? How is everybody doing today? As I try and figure out what the hickory dickory dock my mouse is actually doing in this corner of cyberspace. Woo! Hopefully all of you are staying warm. I'm glad that things are heating up in my general location. So there's that. But it was a little chilly for a couple of days there. And I tend to not be a happy camper whenever it's super chilly outside. It's not my favorite flavor of weather if you're picking up what I'm putting down. Oh, did the member points work this time? Will, I didn't actually see. Yes, they did. Fantastic. That's great to see. I think I'm fixing the stuff that broke because YouTube changed things. But yeah. Let's see. Where's my button? We have something important to do here, you know, that we typically do from time to time, but we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do something just a hair different from what we typically do here in this moment in time when I find this button that I'm looking for. That one. So, I mentioned this a while back, and actually, I don't even remember when this was. A lot has happened in the past month or two, but yeah. So this, I forgot that I moved this camera, and I did not actually fix the position of said thing. So that's fine. Whatever. What are you going to do? But anyway, so my mom found some of my old McDonald's toys here. So if you take a gander here at this box, this is full of like 80s and early 90s McDonald's toys. And I have not gone through this beyond what is obviously here on the top that I can see. But we're going to go through this together really quick. I don't know that this is a McDonald's toy. I don't believe this is a McDonald's toy. It's just kind of there. It's just a pumpkin, and he walks sideways. But apparently he doesn't work anymore because he has some mileage on him. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's kind of moving. He's kind of maneuvering. Look at that. Look at that. He just needed a little scuba diving there in the back. Love that. Love that. So we got the non-McDonald's toy Pumpkin Brother. We got what's his name? Jungle Book, the bear. He moves like all of us after some miles. Yes, indeed. Yep. Sometimes it takes a kick in the rear to get going. But yeah, so this is actually a pretty interesting toy. How this works. So he moves and then he spins. So he'll spin and then he'll move forward and then he'll stop because he also has some mileage on his toes. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, let me screw him a little bit so that he can get going. But yeah, he moves forward and then he spins around. And then he'll go in another direction and kind of spin around and whatever. So I thought this was pretty cool. So he's got the wheels on the bottom, but then there's this other wheel over here. Not to ruin the magic, but I find this kind of engineering interesting. So this other wheel over here is slowly spinning, but there's a bump on it that's a little bit higher than the rest of the wheel. And so whenever it gets to that, then it lifts this wheel up a little bit off the whatever's horizontal surface, allowing this other wheel to kind of guide him to force him to pivot around that point. So I thought that was pretty cool engineering there. But anyway, so got that. Coffee cup. I love that. I feel that deeply. And then we got, I know there are a few of these in here. Some of the Transformer kind of, I don't think these are like officially like Transformer or anything. They're just, whatever. It's just like, it's hotcakes, right? Come on now. He needs some WD. Hotcakes, but he transforms into this like pterodactyl thing. So, cool. Got the Knuckles here. I've actually been wondering where the heck this was because I wanted to put this on my shelf because I have a Sonic McDonald's toy from the same line over on my shelves, and I've just been wondering where Knuckles is. And now we know Knuckles is in this box. This is all he does. He just spins and spins and spins. But yeah, this came out with when Sonic 3 came out in the U.S. This was a Sonic 3 promo thing. And then this Dr. Robotnik came out with that same Sonic 3 line on at McDonald's. And this one it behaves a little bit differently from the way that this one works, but and I actually haven't even looked at this. It doesn't. It's like the middle wheel will just like randomly spin and then cause him to do like a similar like kind of, or no, it doesn't randomly spin. What am I saying? He just goes in circles. Love that. Love it when things go in circles. You know what I'm saying? Okay, next you got some chicken tenders. This one just rolls. This one just rolls. I think things are falling apart here. There are spare parts here falling out of their holes. But yeah, so this is just rolling chicken tenders. Google tells me the hotcakes toy is the Cakes-O-Dactyl. I love that. That's great. That's fantastic. Let's zoom out a little bit here. What else do we have here? We got the low-fat milk exercising lady, which I don't really understand the purpose of this, but she folds up like this and is just low-fat milk. I guess you're supposed to put it like this, low-fat milk. But oh wait, look at this. Where do you get all these wonderful toys? So these are actually from my childhood. My mom found this box in her closet, this little box with a bunch of these random McDonald's toys in it, and I was like, yes, I've been wondering where some of those are. But yeah, there's that milk lady. We got this is not a McDonald's toy. This is whatever the from from Aladdin. I don't remember what this went to. I don't think this is a McDonald's toy. It's a Burger King toy. Ha ha! Manufacturer for Burger King Corp. I was trying to see if there was a year. Yeah, so there's that. Got an ET. When he rolls, his head bounces up and down. Look at that. Oh, and you can see his heart there. Ha ha! Ha ha! Look at that. This was, if I'm remembering this correctly, and I don't remember getting any other of these, but this is like, there was some kind of like train that you could make. Yeah, because it has hooks and stuff. You could like, and I don't remember who any of the other characters were, but you could hook them all together, and then they would, they would go via your hand. E.T. came out a month before my birth. Whew. Bless your heart. Let's see what else. This is probably another Burger King toy. Let's see. Yeah, Burger King. Burger King it is. What's his name? Abu? Is that his name? So what do? Whoa. His arms have seen better days. So you spin his arms and then he like does a he's struggling. But yeah, in his prime, he would, he'd do a little flipperooski like that and keep going. But his springs have seen better days, Abu is my spirit animal now. Saw E.T. in the theater. Nice. It's been a long... I have not watched E.T. in a very, very long time. So long, in fact, that I don't really remember much of it. So it's been one of those older movies that I've been wanting to rewatch because I just don't really remember it very much. Sometimes you gotta drop things. Okay, what else? We got a Hardee's toy here. This one. Where was the? I'm pretty sure this is like oh yeah, it's like a water squirt thing. So he squirts water out of his mouth. So you put him in the water, you squeeze him, put him in the water, suck the water in, and then he squirts water out of his mouth. Look like that. Look at that. Look at that. Hey, what else? The heck is this? Oh, this is a Wendy's toy. We're hitting all of the major food groups here. 1991 is what the date says on there. A Biggie. And you gotta. Am I screwing him the right way? He kind of works. His fries dance around. He seems a little busted. He's I don't know. He's a little quicker than some of the other bros. Look at that. His hair dances. His fry hair. Love that. Okay. And we got a Simba. Look at all these freaking... I didn't realize there were so many toys in here. Abu is still desperately trying to do a front flip. How do you do this one? So you... well, he is loose. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you go this way. everybody's just hanging on for dear life here. We're all old. We're all old. Simba doesn't really want to work. I believe what he did was he would move, and then his tail would make him do like a flip like this, like a barrel roll, and then he would just keep going. So a lot of these toys, I never even realized that. I never thought about it as a kid, but a lot of them would just like, you'd wind them up, they would move forward, and then they would do some kind of barrel roll and then keep going. Okay, we got a few more. Oh, we got a, look at that. We got a genie lamp. I believe, I'm pretty certain this is actually from, I had an Aladdin figure, and this is the genie lamp that came with that Aladdin figure. So that's cool. What the heck is this? It is a mouse with a tail. I have no clue what this is. This does not ring any bells for me. It's a mouse with a tail, and for some reason, you can pin him onto things. If the camera will focus, you can pin him onto things. If you want to pin this green mouse onto your shirt. There is some kind of wheel in here. Don't know what that went to, but RIP to whatever that went to. And then finally, we got a hotcakes transformer here. I believe this is the robot. Oh yeah, spoilers. Look at that. It was a hotcakes, but now it's a bro. Hotcakes to bro. Love that. Look at all of these friends that we have. We have just amassed a major collection. RoboCakes. I love that. That's great. Okay. So yeah, that is a thing. That is a thing indeed. So let's put all of our new friends neatly organized up over here so they can decorate the desk. We need to get you a display case for all of these. I don't even, there are just so many McDonald's just kids meal toys in my possession right now. I don't even know. And Robotnik will not stop moving. Abu is finally decided he does not want to proceed with his existence anymore, so that's fine. Okay, and then there's like some kind of red ball in this box. I don't know, but whatever. Okay. So, what are we doing here today? What the hickory dickory dock are we doing here today? We're playing this video game here, 18-wheeler American Pro Trucker on the Sega Dreamcast. So this is a game. Imagine Crazy Taxi, but no, it's instead of that, you're driving an 18-wheeler. And it's a little bit more linear than Crazy Taxi. Crazy Taxi is just kind of like open world-esque, but 18-wheeler American Pro Trucker is more like a linear kind of not really a race, but
hold on to your butt.
Indeed, but more of a linear kind of experience. But this is a game that another one of these Dreamcast games. This is an ongoing theme for me with Dreamcast games. I first played this on a Dreamcast magazine demo disc, and I wore it out. I played I believe it was just the first level. Played it over and over and over and over again. I loved this game. I never owned the game as a kid, but I loved playing that demo. I don't know. It was like in the later Dreamcast years, for some reason, I don't even know what the heck I was doing. I was just playing a bunch of demos over and over again. But yeah, so this was one of those games. I picked it up fairly recently, and I am looking forward to finally playing. I've played I've played the second level as well. I vaguely remember playing this in the arcade at some point. I don't remember where the heck I was, but I vaguely remember playing this in the arcade at some point. But as with any arcade game like this driving thing, you have to have a flawless run to not fully decease, unfortunately. But it's designed to eat your money. But we're not eating any money here because we own this game. So we're going to let's just take a look at the manual here really quick and just see what the heck we got going on. There is a partially naked man inside of there, and that is totally fine. But yeah, let's take a look. See, oh, we got Daytona USA on the back. Look at the Hornet there. Love that. starting a game. No microtransactions, indeed. Indeedy McDoodleson. So there are different modes. We got arcade mode. We got, advice, slipstream, forks and shortcuts, bonus games, parking. Yeah, I forgot there's like a whole parking like mini game thing you have to do. Like once you get to a location, you have to park this thing. Records, option, difficulty, very easy, normal, hard, very hard. Well, we're going to try it on normal and see how it goes. Trucks, asphalt cowboy, highway cat, longhorn, streamline. We got some notes in the back. Love that. Okay. So today we are playing this game with, again, my eyes were opened last week to the fact that I can use my Saturn racing wheel with the Dreamcast, which is pretty cool. And this game is compatible with the race controller, so we are about to see if indeed it will actually work with this racing wheel. I know I've never actually used Dreamcast racing wheels before, but I believe. Oh, Will, good gravy pants. How silly of me that I did not pin that earlier. I appreciate that. Yeah, actually, that's Waiting for You from Silent Hill 4. I really, really like that cover because the section I actually did like pretty much like in the original version, there is like a solo section at the end of the song, but I kind of did some original stuff with that. So yeah, I was pretty excited. I kind of, it is like pretty much an original chip metal arrangement there in at the end of the song. So I'm a fan. I don't like to toot my own horn often or anything like that, but I'm a fan of how that one turned out. But yeah, anyway, where's my mouse to do mouse things once again? Okay, so anyway, we are using the Saturn racing wheel, and I was saying I don't really know exactly what the Dreamcast racing wheel is like. I believe it actually has pedals, so I don't know. How this Crazy Taxi with this was perfectly fine. It was actually fantastic. I actually feel like I did better with with this than I did with the actual controller, which is wild. But yeah, I like it too. I feel like it deserves thousands more plays. I appreciate that, Will. And that's another one of those songs that YouTube the algorithm has just like doesn't know what to do with it. And I'm believing that someday in the future, YouTube will be like, oh, that's who wants to hear this song. Here you go. But until that occurs, here we are. So, okay, let us dive into this video game once I figure out what button I need to press. That is apparently the button I need to press. And let me adjust my junk. You'll get your 1 million plaque from that one day. I appreciate that. Will. Okay, so I have my actual Dreamcast controller here ready to go, just in case for some reason that this doesn't work right. But we will, because I did not test this at all. I literally just hooked it up 10 minutes before the stream because I realized, hey, we should try that. So the start button works. So that's good. The paddles work. I'm assuming this is probably just on normal. Yes, it is in fact on normal, so that's great. The vibration is off because this steering wheel does not have force feedback, although that would be pretty freaking sweet if it did. I'd be a big fan of that. Let me take a sip of my throat junk here. Seems pretty hot. Normally I put like an ice cube in this just to, kind of prepare it for my body, but I did not do that today. Therefore, it's probably going to burn my lips straight off, if you're knowing what I'm saying. Actually, it's not that bad. So, what a blessing from the high heavens. Okay. Versus. I didn't realize there was a versus mode in this. That's pretty cool. Except we don't have
On November
another
19th,
controller plugged in,
2024,
so-
Michael K. said, "Get those lips out of my face."
Yep. I feel that. Okay, we're going to play arcade mode because what else are we going to do? Okay. We're just going to rock and roll with Asphalt Cowboy. Love that. Gotta love that. Finish before this trailer to get a bonus. Get time bonus by destroying the car with time display. Look at all these flaming vehicles. I love that. I love that. Yeah. Okay, so this is the part where we try and figure out how the heck to play this video game. $12,000. I'm assuming I do have to shift with the paddles, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I don't really know. Ready? Yep. Yep, you do in fact shift with the paddles. Great. Just shift down. Nope. Look at that. Sometimes you got to rock and roll, you know what I'm saying? Our rival is right there. We are going to absolutely eviscerate our rival. Sometimes you got to drive with one hand. I don't think that's what I wanted to do. Wait, what? Oh, you beehole. You freaking brother. Oh, what? I wonder if truck drivers actually have rivals like this. Okay, that's the wrong button. That's the wrong situation. Okay, wait a minute. What the heck? Oh, I'm murdering that. Sorry. Okay. So the left paddle does not... I'm not sure what the left paddle does, but the right paddle does, in fact, do the shifting. Frick farts.
Will just donated $5 and said, "It's a Clarbot Christmas carol, deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la."
Well, I greatly appreciate that super chat, and thank you for blessing us all with that amazing song. Clarbot is quite the vocalist, if I do say so myself. But I greatly appreciate that. Thank you very much. All right. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, I see. Okay. So the first 3 gears are in low, and then the final gear is in high. I see. Yeah. Please remove thyself. That was very unfortunate. Uh-oh. My finances are getting subtracted. We are going so fast. Am I being attacked? I think I was being attacked. I think somebody was playing with my rear end. How do you freaking brake? Oh, it's the same as Crazy Taxi, actually. What are the odds? What are the odds that they would actually... Whoa! Okay. That they would actually allow you to have the same control scheme. Just a normal day on 240. Okay. Wow. That's not what a guy wanted. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm about to demolish this guy's rear end right there. +3, baby! That didn't really help me very much. Okay. Let's try that again. I'm learning how to drive an 18-wheeler with my fingers. Please have mercy. Please, I'm begging. Okay. But now I understand how to brake. Now I know that I do not want to hit this button because that puts it into reverse. That's not what a guy wants. Okay. Yep. Good morning, New York. Insert quarter indeed. Okay. Oh, yeah. So how's everybody's week going so far? The boys and I are in the thick of it, trying to wrap up this song here. And I am in possession of some pretty sweet collaborative tracks from a certain individual. And I'll be placing those into the song tomorrow and doing some mixing. And MK Fam will probably, definitely by Thursday, should have a peek at the song that is occurring out here in this corner of cyberspace. I pressed the wrong button again. Dadgummit, I keep pressing the wrong freaking button. Whoa. I'm already thinking that's January work with my normal daily job stuff. Forward to a few days off. Week is going. That's good. That is good to hear. I am also looking forward to having a few days off, to where inevitably I am going to end up working on other things. I got some stuff I need to do around the house. I need to finish. I need to finish some freelance stuff. Just like all this stuff, you know. I'm trying. I'm desperately trying to claw my way to the top of this mountain that I am standing on, and I will get there. I'm believing that 2026 is the year that I finally get on top of the stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we'll get there. And once that occurs, I believe that I will have a little bit more time to, you know, say yes to some other things. Because the more things you say, you say yes to things, you got to say no to other things to make room for the yeses. So I'm trying to, I'm beginning to say no to a lot of things so that I have time to say yes to the things that I actually, want/need to do. So there's that. Oh, got a slipstream. All right. Yep. Okay, this is great. I just did not handle that turn very well. Yeah, definitely got to slam on the brakes to Yeah. Oh, right in the tailpipe. Love that. Okay. I wonder if you can, like, drift in this in some way, shape, or form. No. Yeah, baby. Give me that 3 seconds. Boom. Behind the rival, I lost. Wow. I'm going to actually make a list for 2026, not necessarily resolutions, but a list of goals I want to accomplish. Then I'm going to freaking do them. It's my pledge to myself. Yeah. I'm not really a New Year's resolution. Wait, hang on. What am I doing? Ho! Let's do the Final Destination thing here. I'll respond to that in a second, but this just reminds me, my wife sent me she sent me a a video of like I guess it was like a Halloween costume contest or something like that, and this person dressed up as as the log truck from Final Destination, and they were up there on stage. It was obviously really goofy looking. They were up there on stage, and they had a bunch of logs strapped to their back. There's a Denny's. We got the restaurant, like the business placement in this too. But anyway, they were up on stage and ended up throwing logs at the people in the crowd. So, you know, as one does in Final Destination territory. Well, that taxi, yep, sorry about that. But anyway, yeah, I'm not really a New Year's resolution kind of guy, but I feel like in 2024 I did. That was actually insanely cool. Now I can't see, but actually we're back and that's fine. In 2024 I did kind of, you know, take a breather and just kind of assess reality and try to see if there was something else, you know, what I could do in the coming year to improve things and you know, do things a little better and whatever. And I did actually make some goals. I wouldn't really consider them resolutions or anything like that, but I made some goals and it was good. You know, I there's a tornado. There's tornadic activity. There is a twister in front of us. That is crazy. That is actually crazy. Got a slipstream going on here, but it's fine. We're going to chase this tornado. Actually, no, we're not. I freaking love this craziness. Get out of my way, lizard tail. But anyway, it was good. It was good to kind of just make some goal, just make some things, make a list of things that I wanted to accomplish in the upcoming year or whatever. And while I did not quite hit the goal, there were several things that I did do. And, you know, just having something to reach for, I feel like made me operate a little bit better. So that was cool. So I'm probably going to do that similar to you, Will. I'm probably going to do the exact same thing. Because this year, 2025, was kind of a weird year for me as far as creating goes. I feel like I did a lot of things behind the scenes, specifically, and I'm just talking about like kind of YouTube. I did a lot of things behind the scenes, lurking while making some udon ramen. Nice. I love that. Love that. Man, I love me some good ramen. Woo. Ah! Let's go this way. But yeah, 2025 was kind of a weird, dadgummit, a weird year for me in the content. I hate calling it content creation because I do a lot of other things, but it was like, I don't know, time was just weird. I feel like time was just flying by so fast, and it was like, okay, I need a breather. I just need a freaking breather here. And then I'd take a breather and I'd look up, and then a month had gone by. You know, wow, you guys, woo! Yeah, a bunch of freaking nerds! Anyway. Wow, this level is freaking hard. Not to get too deep here, but I think goals would give me a guide, or at least keep me on track towards something it feels like I'm just coasting. Yeah, that is exactly how I would describe it. I feel like 2024 for me, I actually had some goals, and while I didn't really hit them, the quest towards those goals pushed me harder than I would have gone normally. Versus 2025, I did not do that, and I was just kind of just, you know, flying by the seat of my pants and all that kind of stuff. And while I do feel like I accomplished some pretty cool things in the process of that, still I didn't do as much as I would have liked. I always make ramen the day after my wife makes a bunch of vegetables, chop it all up, dump it. Oh, nice. That sounds glorious. It sounds absolutely glorious. Yeah, my wife and I used to have like ramen Saturdays where we would make we'd make fancy ramen, and we haven't done that in quite a while. So that is a thing that needs to occur. Oh, get out of here with your lizard tail and stuff. Get on out of there. I love some good ramen, though. Every time I travel for work, I always try and seek out some great restaurants. So I'm big into the Asian food realm. That's probably my favorite thing, honestly. So I always try and find a Korean barbecue. That is hands down a thing I need in my life. And also, if I can find a good ramen place, then that's good. And definitely sushi. For sure, absolutely sushi. We eat sushi at least 3 times a week. I love that. I support that behavior with all of my person. We had a few days ago. Sushi a few days ago. It was quite excellent. I don't know how to get better at this. Maybe I need to go the other way. I'm horrible about traveling and eating nothing but hamburgers or hotel bar. I mean, that's okay. You know, whatever floats your boat. But don't be like me, because a lot of times what I do is I wind up in this like decision paralysis thing, and I'm freaking starving, and I'm just sitting there looking at Yelp for like 2 freaking hours trying to figure out what the heck I'm going to eat. This happened to me on my last work trip, and I spent forever, several of the nights trying to figure out what the heck I was going to eat, and then I wound up totally like screwing myself because I didn't know like several of these places were like closing, and then I couldn't. It's like, oh, I don't really want to like take an Uber there or whatever, so I need to walk. It's just like it was a whole thing. And so I get in this mode where I just can't freaking make a decision. But if I were there, I would grab your collar and drag you to local sushi. Yeah, I feel that. Next time I'm out your way, Coffee Cup, I'll let you know. And we can I would definitely be down for some sushi type activities. Well, that's not what a guy wanted. Okay. Dadgummit. I got to get better at driving this very strange manual transmission here. Woo! Yeah, baby! Ah! Okay. Oh, get out of there. Come on now. You actual fool. Oh, my good gravy pants. Well, that was garbage. What? What? How even? How even did this guy get a freaking mushroom and dash past me? What the H? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The bullet bill power up. Exactly. Exactly that. Frick. Okay. Let's try and figure out what the strategy is here, because I do not know. Motherless. Okay, so I don't need to shift. Okay. And then he can just plow through all that crap on the side of the whatever, the restaurant patios and stuff. And it's fine. Get out of my way. I have logs. Oh! I think I just took out Walter White there. That's fine, though. Yep. See, I just can't... Okay. It's funny, actually. So I just had this random thought about about this game. I've had this game on Dreamcast, on GameCube, and on PS2 because it's. So I first, I've always wanted to play through it. And so I wound up. I came across it on the PS2, and I picked it up because whatever. I don't really care if it's on the Dreamcast or not. And then I realized. I think I'd rather have the GameCube version. And then, so I got it. I sold that one, and I got it on the GameCube. So then I had it on the GameCube for a while. And then I realized, actually, for nostalgic reasons, I need to play it on Dreamcast. So I wound up getting the Dreamcast version. It is not... Okay, so yes, it is... Hang on. Well, yes. Oh, hang on. Whoa. Hang on. Let me park this thing. We'll continue this discussion in a moment. Let me park my logs. How the frick? Oh, no. That's not what you want. I am way too long for this. Holy frick! Ah! Sweet. Okay. I got the horn! Oh my... what's that, a Reno 911? Okay. Can we hold on? We're going... Hang on. What are we... I want to deliver this blast core thing here. Let's do that. Let's do some of that. I just love Dreamcast graphics. It's just this I don't even know what it is. It's just like, and I love that so many Dreamcast games just run at 60 FPS. It's so nice. It's so nice. Pause that. Let's, I want to show you guys this over. Let me, let me go get this game. So, yes, 18-wheeler American Pro Trucker is on the PS2. Also, there is, in fact, a sequel to this game on PS2. So it's called The King of Route 66. And at some point, what is this freaking camera doing? At some point we are going to play this, but I picked this up not too long. This is a PS2 exclusive. This doesn't exist on any other platform that I know of, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so a sequel to it exists on the PS2. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, you can get this and the PS2 version. So there's that. I'd like to play this on stream at some point, but obviously we got to play this one first, right? Dreamcast graphics are like N64. Wish they could have been. No hate for the N64. Yeah, 100%. It's just like, it's this area of graphics that it's kind of in between N64 and PS2. It's called King of Route 66. Some of that. It has the lady on the front. Drive it hard, drive it fast. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't really know much about... I don't even remember where I heard about this. I just randomly heard somebody talking about that there was a sequel to this game. I was like, what? Confirmed only PS2. There you go. So, yeah, at some point we'll play that, but obviously we got to play the first one first. So yeah. So we are on level 3. So let's proceed. The point is, drive it. Exactly.
On June 11th, 2024, Michael K. said, I need to not murder him yet because I need his balls to give me health.
What actually video game was that? This is why quotes exist. I've been like wanting to play more PS2 lately. My experience with the PS2 is so insanely minimal. It's actually embarrassing. I think I talked about this a little bit last week. Oh no, you got to shift. But I've been wanting to play some more PS2 games, and that is a console that not only do I have like minimal experience with, but okay, yep, yeah, buddy, yes, sir. That's fine. That's totally fine. Yeah, I don't know. For the longest time, I just didn't. I don't know. It's like I kind of just skipped the PS2. I had one. I got it way after the fact. Let me put it that way. I got it way after the fact. I was definitely very hurt over over all the stuff with the Dreamcast and whatever. I had to turn on a room fan. I understand. But yeah, so I was very late to the PS2 party. I like I said, I've said this before, but I didn't actually get a PS1 until after the Dreamcast was discontinued. That is how late I was to the party. And that being said, I did not get a PS2 until way later. And I was trying to remember this the other day. I have no clue, absolutely no clue, when the heck I got a PS2. I do not remember. I know that it was after there was a Transformers game that came out on the PS2. I know it was after that. So whenever that was probably maybe a year or something. I believe that game was made by Atari. That Transformers game was made by Atari. It was like the first good Transformers game, I think. It was before War for Cybertron, all those games. And, I mean, it could be trash. I don't really know. It's been a long time since I played it. But I remember really liking it when I was younger. When I got it. Frick. I need 2 hands for this sucker. Oh, give me that time. Give me that. Give me that. Okay. Trying to run me off the actual road. What a freaking fool. Sonic Triple Trouble 16-bit with a Rice Star finale. Okay. I'm assuming I was probably talking about the Rice Star final boss. I remember he had balls. I don't remember what they did, but I'm pretty sure he had them. Oh, no. That's a quote for the record. Yeah, me too. I don't know why I didn't, which is what I played the demo over and over again, and I loved it. I do not know why I didn't get it until recently. I do not know. I do not know. Because I knew it was awesome. It's just, I freaking love this era of video games. I know, like, I went on this rant last time about this, but I miss these kinds of games that are just like super arcadey. They're not realistic in any way, shape, or form. It's just great. It's just fantastic. They're just fun. Like, none of this makes any sense whatsoever. Like, there's a hair of realism, but just a hair. That's all you need is just a hair. You know, I don't want my video games to remind me of real life. I mean, sometimes the immersion is really cool. But I love games like this that are just freaking fun. They're just fun. Why can't more games just be fun? Oh, you gotta... Yep. Whoa. This was the end of arcade 3D graphics. Absolutely. Yes. 100%. Whoa! The camera change is not necessary for that, but I keep hitting the camera button every time I want to do that turn there. That was a professional strategy. Huh. Yeah, I've heard some people say, nowadays a lot of people consider like GameCube, PS2, that period of time to be retro, and I tend to agree with that, but I've heard people say that they really consider that Dreamcast is the last retro console because he gave me yeah, exactly. Because it was the last kind of like, based in that the end of 3D arcade that kind of era. So I could definitely see that. This game is very difficult with a steering wheel. But maybe it's just because I need to get good. And some people, consider like 360 PS3 that era retro, but I can't really get on board with that. I know technically speaking, to certain people it is, but I can't really get on. I can get on board with the PS2, Xbox, GameCube generation being retro, but beyond that, I'm kind of like, this feels like it's more in modern territory still. I don't know. I don't know. Gauntlet Legends is a game we play all the time. Dreamcast and N64. I need to play more Gauntlet Legends, and my wife actually really loves that game. I need to play that with her. That's a game that I've heard actually. So the analog 3D, like we talked about this whenever we were playing GoldenEye, but it has like an overclock mode that it allows you to overclock the RAM, the CPU, and the GPU of the console. So it's like, so a lot of games on the N64, they have a frame rate cap. So they won't actually, even though it's overclocked, it won't actually run too much better than like whatever the target frame rate is. So GoldenEye is kind of like that. But Gauntlet Legends on the N64 will run at 60 frames per second on the analog 3D. So I thought that was pretty cool. And Mystical Ninja is another game that does that. So I thought that was pretty cool. I still want to play GoldenEye. I'm going to have to finish GoldenEye. I'm absolutely going to have to finish GoldenEye. Like, that's a thing I'm going to have to do. Yeah, and there's a patched version of Perfect Dark. So the retail version of Perfect Dark does have a frame rate limit on it, and it does run better in the overclock mode, but it won't actually hit fantastic frame rates because it has a frame rate cap. But there is a like frame rate patch for it that takes away that cap, and it won't run at like a solid 60, but it will run pretty well. That's like the only thing about Perfect Dark. I love Perfect Dark a lot, but it is a little, the frame rate can be like you are pushing the N64 to the limit. Got an email. Superstation 1 shipped. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I did start. I did go down the route of pre-ordering one of those, but I wound up not going through with it. I just there's no real rhyme or reason, honestly. I actually have two Misters. I have a standalone Mister, and I have a Mister with a Mr. Cade for my arcade cabinet. So I was like, oh, I love it, and I want it, but at the same time, I don't know. Like I thought, okay, well, if I get the Superstation 1, then I would probably get rid of my original Mister. But I had a lot of like, it wasn't that long ago. When I made it, it was like 20. I think it was like the beginning of 2020 was when I built my Mister. But I have a lot of fond memories of building it, like kind of slowly collecting the pieces and building it over the duration of 2020. And so I thought, oh, I actually don't want to get rid of it because I kind of have some fond memories of building it and playing games on it. So I opted to not get the Superstation, but I love the PS1 ONE design. And the translucent blue is gorgeous. So I had a hard time not getting it, but ultimately I thought, oh, I want to just keep my original Mister the way it is. Like, although I do want to get a different case for it because I have I just have two like translucent green plates for it, and oh frick. And the problem, I think it looks really cool. I love to see the guts of electronics and stuff like that. But man, my cat, one of my cats likes to jump over there and rub her nose all over it, and I'm just afraid that she's going to destroy it somehow. And so I want to get a case that actually encloses it. So I was thinking about getting one of the Mr. Add-ons aluminum cases. He's actually going to have a restock of those at some point this month. So I was thinking about getting one of those. So I might do that. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Wife stole my Mr. FPGA 3 stack, so I told her I'm getting this one. Nice. Got the transparent blue one with the blue dot. Nice. Yeah, it's super cool. I absolutely love what was done with that system and the way that you can put discs.
On June 3rd, 2025, Michael K. said, "Leave my friends alone, the friends that I cared enough to rescue."
I know that is from Astrobot because I remember saying that. But yeah, I love that system. It kind of bridges this gap between the Mister playing ROMs and being able to play physical media. I absolutely love that. But I just love so much. It brings me such great joy that nowadays in the retro gaming space, there are so many options to play these old video games, and that so many people, so many kids are playing old video games, and like seeing stuff like, I know a lot of people hate on Roblox and all that kind of stuff, but like Roblox and Minecraft, I feel like have kind of like opened kids' perspectives to graphics that don't have to be ridiculously hyper realistic, and so it's like I don't know. I've heard of a lot of people's kids playing older games like this, and they're not like totally turned off to the graphics. Where, a handful of years ago, if something didn't look hyper realistic, then kids were like, "Ew," but I don't know. It's just it's cool that stuff is popular now that graphics have kind of that have allowed graphics to kind of go the opposite direction. Oh, come on, baby! Oh, yeah! There we go. Not only did we deliver the Blast Core vehicle, but we beat our rival and loved that. Daughter's favorite game, and she has access to everything, is Minecraft. Nice. I love that.
Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in, but the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Indeed. I just love that you have to park this nonsense. Gotta make a big turn here. Big turn. Woo! I did not mean to change. What is happening? Okay, I pressed the wrong button, and I'm not sure how I went in reverse, but there we go. I use Mr. FPGA as my Amiga with... oh, no, there's a time limit. There's a freaking time limit. I didn't realize. I parked it. I am there right now. You did not let me press the brake button with my toes. Unbelievable. Anyway, I use frick. What is going on, Ren? How is it going? It's so great to see you. What is going on? Hang on. What kind of trailer? Oh, absolutely that. I use the Mr. FPG as my Amiga with a 020, 030 chipset, and I use my Raspberry Pi 500 as my Amiga with... Oh, nice. That's cool. I've been eyeballing one of those Raspberry Pi 500 plus dudes. Things I don't need in my life, but I do. You know what I'm saying? And I heard about a new show called Banana Splits. I have not heard of that show. What is that show like? I did in fact get my my Atari VCS here in the mail last. I haven't had time to mess with it. Last week was actual living, breathing insanity in my life, so I haven't really had time to mess with it. I'm also trying to wrap up a song and release a video and all this stuff, but I did in fact get that last week, so I'm looking forward to checking it out. I did check out kind of the joystick controller, and it's actually very cool. I think honestly my favorite thing about it that I've seen so far is just the joystick controller, which I actually have on my desk here in front of me. It overclocks perfectly to 2.6 gigahertz CPU. A50G runs a normal PC now as well as develop. Oh, nice. That's cool. Are we talking about the Atari or the Raspberry Pi? Also, I've been eyeballing the Atari 7800 Plus or whatever. I don't really know a whole lot about it, but I heard that a lot of people were saying it was pretty cool. Raspberry 500, Atari VCS as well. Nice. That's cool. Yeah, I might have to pick one of those up at some point. In my workshop area, my other area where I've been teasing this for a while, but this is going to be a secondary streaming location, and this camera up here is going to aid me in that quite a bit. But my workshop area, I need a better computer, a better machine for in there for some of the stuff that I'm doing. And right now I have a very old Mac Mini in there that... What is going on, Miller Time? How is it going? It's so great to see you on this day of the week. But it's a very old Mac Mini. It's from like 2013, 2012, I think. And it overheats. Like if I do too much on it, it overheats and just like turns off. So that's great. That's not what you want in computing land. So I've been wanting to get something that doesn't die in there. All good, Miller Time, all good. Coney Beneswez made a company in the 60s that made shows like Scooby-Doo. Oh, nice. That's cool. It's already visible. Is somebody ramming my tail end again? I love the actual like gas station. Like that's super cool. It's just cool. There's just something about driving, and I just driving past a Denny's that's super cool. Like it makes it just like a little bit more. I don't know. It's not like it has to be super realistic or anything like that, but it just makes it a little bit more immersive because it's like, oh yeah, there's a place that I'm familiar with. It's going well. It's going well. Miller Time. Thanks for asking. Trying to wind down all of my operations for the holidays here and all that stuff, while also simultaneously trying to finish a song. So it's looking like the song is going to be released not this Saturday, but the following Saturday. I believe is the 27th. You ran a truck off the road. My bad. Which I believe is the 27th, and then we will be playing the game that the song is from. Whoa, Lizard Tail. The stream after that. So it is not a Christmas song. It is not a Christmas song in the slightest. But it is a song from a Dreamcast game. So for Dreamcast December, staying in line with that. This was not. That was not what a guy wanted. There we go. Whoa! Okay. Yeah, it is from a Dreamcast game. And so we will be wrapping up Dreamcast December with this particular video game. And I'm quite looking forward to playing it. So I love that. Okay, I've just got to remember to brake. That's my biggest problem is I cannot freaking remember to brake, to turn. Like whenever you brake, you can just basically drift. Dream Simber, exactly. Exactly that. I've been looking for a Dreamcast light gun for like several months now, and I've been like eyeballing some on eBay, and I didn't realize that there was like such an interesting situation with Dreamcast light guns. So in Japan there was an official light gun released by Sega. And I didn't realize that never came out in the U.S., but apparently Sega of America did not release an official light gun over here because of the Columbine stuff that happened around the time the Dreamcast was released. And so they didn't release an official Dreamcast light made by Sega, but they let Mad Catz release the official Dreamcast light gun in the U.S. So in the U.S., Mad Catz released the light gun, while in Japan, Sega actually released the light gun. And to make it even more interesting, the Japanese light gun is actually okay. That wasn't it. The Japanese light gun is actually. It has kind of like a region lock thing on it. So if the hardware itself is not region locked, but if you try to use the Japanese Dreamcast light gun with a US light gun game like House of the Dead 2, there's actually code in the game preventing you from using the Japanese Dreamcast light gun. But you can use the US one. It's just very strange. Like I don't. It's just kind of like, why? I don't know. It's just like I don't even understand I understand the logic of, you know, what happened around that time and them making that decision, but like the region locking thing is just kind of strange to me that they added like a software region lock so you can use like a Game Shark to remove that code so that you can use a Japanese light gun with a US copy of House of the Dead 2. But it's just interesting that they, I don't know, it's just kind of weird. I've never heard of an accessory like that being region locked in some way. So, yeah, I don't know. I need to see if the Saturn light gun will work on the Dreamcast with my converter that I'm using here. So, I need to see. I need to check that out, because if so, then the entire crisis might be averted because I, you know, don't need it. Although the Dreamcast light gun does have some extra buttons on it. I think it has like a D-pad on it, so I don't know. Texaco. Been playing an RPG on my Switch. Cthulhu Saves Christmas is pretty funny. Not too long. I've heard of that, but I have not played that. Commodore Christmas with the 64s and the Amiga. Love that. I plan on next year, one of my New Year, my 2026 goals with the stream is to play more, like play weirder. Not, what are you doing, lizard freaking tail? Anyway, is to play more interesting things. So I'm going to finally do a Commodore 64 stream. So in January, what we're going to do, I'm already planning out next year while we're still in this year. I'm already planning out what the heck we're going to play. But probably in February is when we're going to do the Commodore 64 stuff. But I want to do probably a few Commodore 64 streams. And I want to do a Jaguar stream, play some Jaguar games. And but in January, we're going to play Steel Battalion on the original Xbox. We're going to play Steel Battalion, and then we're going to, for my birthday, I got the new Terminator No Fate game that came out. So it is a retro-styled remake, or a retro-styled game based on Terminator 2. So we're going to play the first Terminator game on Sega CD one week, and then we're going to play Terminator No Fate on the Switch after that. So we're going to play Terminator 1, and we're going to play Terminator 2. So, yeah, I love the music in that Terminator game on Sega CD is like chef's kiss. It is so freaking good. Good grief, it is so good. But I'm really looking forward to playing the new Terminator game. I've heard really, really good things about it, and it looks amazing. It's kind of like that. You know, it's one of those like modern retro styled games. It has like a 16-bit look to it, but it looks very, very, very cool. Cyberspace. I'm going to take a very quick break here and go get some more water and all that stuff. So don't nobody go nowhere and all that nonsense.
Test your might. Test your might. Test your might. Test your might. Fight. Finish him. Excellent. Kano. Liu Kang. Raiden. Johnny Cage. Scorpion. Sub-Zero. Sonya. Finish him. Excellent. Get over here. Finish him. Excellent. Kano. Liu Kang. Raiden. Johnny Cage. Scorpion. Sub-Zero. Sonya. Test your might. Test your might. Finish him. Fatality.
Woo! Okay.
Flawless victory.
Okay. Like the collabs with Zerain. I also like the collabs with Zerain. Need to do another collab with Zerain at some point. Also, if you like collabs with Zerain, on the horizon is some stuff. It's just some stuff. That's all I'm gonna say. We're just gonna leave it at that with that tease. Can't go more retro than the NES. It's just too old and primitive. I mean, I understand. I honestly I haven't really dabbled too much in Atari 2600 stuff. And that's something that I want to correct. And I don't really have that much experience with Commodore 64 either. So at some point we'll get into that, like I said. But yeah, I want to experience some of the stuff that I don't typically play, instead of just playing another Saturn game or another Genesis game or whatever. Lean into some of these systems that we have not played on the stream. Even the freaking PS2. We haven't done a PS2 stream. We haven't done a GameCube stream. We haven't done an Xbox stream, although that will be corrected soon. I'm working on. How can I contribute? I'm working on a new game for it now. Oh, what were we talking about when you said that? A Commodore 64 game? When a friend in the community reaches out to me and recommends some Amiga games, especially ones I helped make. He didn't know I was a dev on 2 of the. That's pretty funny. I love that. Yeah, the Amiga is another. I have zero experience with the Amiga. I have like a hair of experience with the Commodore 64, but zero experience with the Amiga. So that's another. So someday, somehow, some way, we will get there. One video game at a time. So, but until then, let's deliver this cable car to wherever it needs to go.
On October 7th, 2025, Michael K. said, I was almost grabbed.
Got to watch out for those grabbers, you know what I'm saying? Working with the Monty Boyd on that one. Also helped him with a few others like Muddy Ray. Oh, nice. Very cool. That's awesome. How far along is that? I'm actually like shooketh. I'm straight up shooketh that the Saturn arcade wheel just flawlessly works through this converter on the Dreamcast. Like, I actually can't. I was not expecting that in the slightest. I'm still blown away that that's a thing. Bro is redlining the pecking heck out of that truck. You got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Look at that turn. Stop touching my behind. Woo! Okay, sir. Okay, brother. I'm gonna slipstream you so hard. Frick! Was there a Dreamcast wheel? What's the difference? Yeah, they're I actually looked this up the other day. I have never used one before, but I think there were a couple. I believe Mad Catz made the Dreamcast. There were several Dreamcast, like official Sega accessories for the Dreamcast that didn't come out in the U.S. I don't remember ever seeing an actual Sega arcade racing wheel. Oh, rest in peace. I believe there was one in Japan, but I don't think there was an official Sega one in the U.S. But the one that I saw had actual foot pedals to it, so that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool they, kind of went above and beyond the traditional racing wheel approach. But I've actually, it's funny, I bought this racing wheel initially just to play, use once on the stream. And play some of those racing games. And, aside from that, I collect Saturn stuff. I love the Saturn. So those two things combined, my love for the Saturn plus being able to buy something to do something interesting on the stream. I had to get it, but I have gotten way more mileage out of the steering wheel than I was initially expecting. Also, considering that I can use it on the Dreamcast, like, that changes everything. That actually changes everything. Because initially I thought it's like, if I ever play a racing game on the Saturn, then that's cool. I could use it. But it's like now it's like, okay, well, I can use it on the Dreamcast and the Saturn, and it works flawlessly. So pretty cool. Okay. All right. I owned a Sega Rally in Daytona using a steering wheel. It feels really nice. Like granted, I don't have much experience in the steering wheel accessory realm at all by any means, but it does feel very nice, and this one that I got is in pretty good condition. I got it with, I keep forgetting what it's called. It's like an F1 racing game for the Saturn, which is actually pretty freaking cool. I got it. It was a good price, and it came with that. And I thought, whatever, it's cool. I can add another game to my collection. But It turns out that the game is actually like pretty fun and the music is phenomenal. F1 Live and I don't know. I do not remember what it's called. I don't remember what it's called. Now I want to play some more Sega Rally. Love it. Okay, there's got to be another way to go here. I'd be happy to take it nice and easy if this lizard guy would leave me the H alone here. Brother, get out of there with your nose. Yep. I will take that. Thank you very much. Please remove that. Thanks. Okay, so, wow! Are you actually serious with me right now? Oh, look at that.
The current DSi count is 689. This is the first of the day. Did you mistake this for a slideshow?
What? Okay. Progress is being made. It's the floating in the cabin while driving effect. That's why this is a camera. Yeah, absolutely. And I love that the game just defaults to first person. I think that's actually pretty cool. Come on. Give me some of that slipstreaming. Man, there are a lot of Denny's in this town. Yeah, baby. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. No! If I had swerved in oncoming traffic, I would have... Oh, yeah, look. That's the goal. Okay. So, basically, the idea here is I need to swerve into oncoming traffic so I can get that time power up. But I do think that's the maneuver. I do think that's the maneuver to go up and over like that. And that was significantly better that time. Progress is being made. So that's good. Video games are being beaten. Okay. It's already visible. Please stop again. Why? This guy is just so aggressive. Is anybody playing anything cool? Watching anything cool? Consuming anything pretty sweet? I am... For some reason, I don't know what possessed me to do this. I've been wanting to play Panzer Dragoon Saga since I got it about a year and a half ago. So I'm finally playing Panzer Dragoon Saga. That's the thing that I'm doing. And the gameplay is actually insanely cool. The way that the battle, the way that you, it's like kind of turn-based, like a turn-based RPG, but you have similar to something like like Chrono Trigger, where you build you build up energy to. Oh, this is totally the worst. You have like an attack bar that builds up, and then you can attack. It kind of does that, but there are 3 of them. So depending on how many of those you have, you can do different moves or whatever. But you're also riding a dragon. You're riding a flying dragon, and you need to either be. You can either be on either side or in front or behind the enemy, and depending on where you are, the enemy might have like a weak spot, or you may be weaker in one position than the other, and so you got to constantly like move around to whatever side, while also building up the energy for the attacks and whatever. And it's very cool the way that it's set up. And I'm actually on the second disc now, so I'm like maybe 3 hours into it, something like that. But Kwamikaze, what is going on? How is it going? It's so great to see you. So great to see you. Legend of Dragoon. I have never played Legends of Dragoon. It's on my list. I do in fact have it, but I have not played it. For now, we're just in Panzer Dragoon land. I finally finished the Strain, kind of blah ending. Good series. I think Fallout Season 2 is coming. Yes. I believe it's coming out this week. Later this week. Fallout Season 2. I really liked the first season. I really liked it a lot. I'm not super wild about the Fallout games. I think they're cool, but I don't know. I can't really get into them for some reason. I don't really know why. I think they're really cool, but it's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just not my thing. I don't know what it is. But I just Oh, episode 1 is tonight. Oh, nice. Okay. I did not know that. But yeah, I really liked the show. Frick. Season 2 trailer made me want to check out. Yeah, season 1 is it's really good. I think it does start off like a little slow. The first couple of episodes are a little slow, but then it starts picking up pretty quickly after that. Why can't I remember how to drive in this freaking video game that I'm playing with my hands? Releases every week until the finale on February 4th. Nice. Oh, you asked what I was watching. So, I'm not watching anything on my own. I'm trying to, yeah, it's been a while since I've sat down and and watched some stuff on my own. Usually when I'm like working on stuff in my room here or building something or whatever, I just have YouTube going. But show wise, I am rewatching Better Call Saul with my wife, who has never seen Better Call Saul. So, I freaking love that show a lot. And so I was more than happy to watch it again with her. So yeah, that's kind of that. I'm also we were watching, and we kind of. Oh, I just totally head-on collisioned with a cop. That's unfortunate. Frick, what was I saying? I got distracted. The fact that I just demolished a police was just not the move. Bob Odenkirk is great in it. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, Better Call Saul is so freaking good. And I love how I've heard a lot of good things about Better Call Saul. Do you watch it before? No. So here's what I would do. And this is what I did. I am just murdering everybody. So I watched Breaking Bad first, and then I watched Better Call Saul, and then I watched Breaking Bad again. And so Better Call Saul is, I believe, the last 2 seasons, or when it catches, it's either the last season or the last 2 seasons, I can't quite remember, is where it starts overlapping with stuff that happened in Breaking Bad. So if you've seen Breaking Bad, then a lot of different things will be familiar. Like, it's pretty cool because there's just a lot of overlap. So the first several seasons are kind of like a prequel to the stuff that happens in Breaking Bad. And then the last, I can't remember if it's the last season or the last 2 seasons that kind of it catches up with Breaking Bad and it's overlapping with it. But there are people that are in Breaking Bad that are in it that, both significant and insignificant, which is pretty cool. And it's interesting because it's like the first like 80% of the show has this like serious tone, but at the same time, if you know the character of Saul in the show, then it's like serious, but also like lighthearted at the same time. But there's something that happens like towards the end of the series. It gets super serious instantaneously out of nowhere, and it's just like and it's so freaking good. It's so good. It's so good. And I don't know, it definitely enhances a lot of stuff about Breaking Bad. So it's cool because it's like you watching Breaking Bad first, you recognize a lot of things and a lot of people, and it kind of gives some context to certain things. But at the same, it's like they feed off of each other, which is really cool. Sounds like Miller Time needs a time. Defend my... Oh, the drama. Fear not. Defend your honor. Let's unleash a torrent of epic video game soundtrack. What the... Let's drown out... I didn't even see what you said, Will. I'll have to go back in a second. Oh, I'm totally screwed anyway. Oh, I did not miss anything. Okay. We good here. We good. Everything's good. Yeah, it's interesting. Like, whenever I hear somebody use the like the phrase or the adjective
on September
spin-off.
24th, 2024, Michael K. said, "It's the worst to be robbed of your turkey."
Whenever I hear somebody say spin-off, it always kind of makes me think like, lesser than the other. But I love Better Call Saul, and I think it's just as good as Breaking Bad, if not better in its own way. And I know that some people may disagree with that, but it's just it is quite excellent. It's not just like a cash grab or whatever. It's just it's very good. Yeah, some slipstream action. Time bonus. Whoop. Continuing a thought that I was going down the path of talking about this like an hour ago, and I just remembered that I never finished the thought, which wounds me, so I have to finish it now. So I watched this YouTube channel, Digital Foundry. So they have a podcast that they do with one of my favorite YouTube channels, My Life in Gaming, and it's pretty new. But they had an episode a couple of weeks ago talking about the launch of the PlayStation 2, and just they talked about every game that came out with the PS2, and I mean it's a lot of stuff that I haven't played, but just kind of hearing people talk about the PS2 just kind of, I don't know. I've never really had too much of a desire to like really dive into the PS2, but I don't know. It kind of made me want to a little bit. And there are just, I know there are like several. God, there are just so many good games on the system that I freaking need in my life. You just got to get to it, Oh. Yep. Look at that. Give me some slipstream. Give it to me, baby. Yeah. I have won. I have destroyed my rival. Look at that. Frick. But yeah, it's kind of like spawned this desire in me to dive into some PS2 stuff. Also,
how do you plan on winning that war?
With zeal.
Look at that.
And focus and violent hatred.
That's so good. The PS2 library is huge. It is rather enormous. So something that I've been wanting to play for the longest time. So Time Splitters, not necessarily Time Splitters 1, but Time Splitters 2. But my OCD will not allow me to play. I did in fact just beat the game the whole time. My OCD will not allow me to play Time Splitters 2 until I play Time Splitters 1. So, Time Splitters was done by the same team that did GoldenEye and Perfect Dark. So, pretty cool. And I've heard a lot of people say Time Splitters 2 is basically like GoldenEye 3. So you got GoldenEye, and then you got Perfect Dark, which is the spiritual sequel to GoldenEye, and then you have Time Splitters 2, which feels like the third game in the GoldenEye series. Even though all three of those are completely different stories and completely different settings and whatever, just the feel of the gameplay, it just has that GoldenEye feeling to it. So definitely something that I'm gonna play at some point. And I have Time Splitters 1 on the PS2, so I'm gonna have to play that. I haven't really heard a lot about Time Splitters 1. I don't think it is phenomenal or anything like that, but I've heard the second one is fantastic and is an absolute must-play. So, that's a thing. That is absolutely a PS2 game that I need to play. It's the first Time Splitters, so that I can play the second one. Although, I don't know if you actually need the context. Maybe you don't need the context. I don't know. I love Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark is basically GoldenEye with a better engine and a sci-fi setting, but it plays very similar to GoldenEye. And it really pushes the N64 to its limit. Like sometimes it chugs, but it is a great game. It is very, very good. If you like that kind of objective-based, mission, whatever stuff like GoldenEye. Yeah, Perfect Dark did. There was a re-release of Perfect Dark on with the Xbox One. There's like an Xbox One rare collection that has Perfect Dark on it, and I believe it's somebody can please chime in. But I believe it's on. Like you can play it on other platforms now. I believe it's since been released again. Rare replay, yes. I also love the detail in this. I actually want to play this in third person. As I start talking about something on the dashboard, but just really quick, I love the detail in this, how you're driving and like the hat and the magazine and all that. They're just like sliding back and forth on the dashboard. I freaking love that so much. I think it's on Nintendo Switch Online. See, that's what I was thinking. Look at that. Look at us winning. I kind of slowed down a little too much there, but, you know, it's cool. Checkpoint. Boom. Ooh, ooh, oh, no, no, no. Bummer, loser. Sucks to be a nerd. Oh, come on. Give me that 3 seconds. Yeah, baby. Oh, what? Oh, you fool. Oh. It's on the N64 Mature app. Okay. Yeah, it does. It kind of takes... It kind of takes the blood factor up to... It's not like super gory or anything, but it does take the blood factor the next level up from where GoldenEye was. So there's that. But it's pretty cool because it has a pretty cool sci-fi kind of story to it. Oh, mother. Let's deliver these cars. Isn't half of it like alien blood? Well, I mean, you know, definitely there's alien blood in it, but there's also people blood. Both, in fact. The whole thing does kind of unravel at some point. It's been a long time since I've played through the whole thing, and I really want to. As soon, honestly, once I beat GoldenEye, probably gonna have to play through Perfect Dark again. Frick. I want to. I'm gonna have to finish GoldenEye. That's all there is to it. That's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. I'm gonna have to finish GoldenEye because it's just it's so good. Like, I forgot how freaking good it is. For years I've been sitting here like, I don't know that I want to play GoldenEye again because I feel like it probably hasn't aged too well, and you know, it's gonna kind of spoil it or like kind of ruin it for me. But no. Playing through it a few weeks ago, or playing through the the first half of it a few weeks ago, I need more of that in my life. So, you know, here we are. Do it on stream. Yeah, I probably will. And honestly, it's probably just going to be something that I randomly do whenever I have a free night. It's probably going to be something outside of Tuesdays. I gotta something I'm going to do in 2026 is I'm going to multi-stream. I'm going to stream to Twitch and YouTube and just kind of test the waters with that, see how that is. So I need at some point in the next few weeks, I need to do like a Twitch test because Clabot has a lot of junk that needs to be adjusted to work with Twitch. So I thankfully there have been several things that I've done over the past like 6 months or so that I have built in a way that allows me to do it also on Twitch, but a lot of the older stuff is just not. So there's that. Get yourself sorted. Jeez. Oh, I got it. I thought I was totally, absolutely toast. Yeah, I don't, this is not the one. This is not the move. Forgot that I wasn't going to do this in first person. Let's try this again. This is the one. I feel it. I feel it within my person that this is the one. Do 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 do. Yeah da 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 do 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 do. Sha da 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 da. All right. Go, baby. This game is so fun. I just love this so much. Got pulled over for speeding, not for plowing through people over on the side of the road or anything like that, or, you know, running anybody off the road or destroying property. I don't know. None of that, just for speeding. Okay, this actually feels way different. Not in first-person mode. Oh, that's a nice little shortcut. Oh, there's a time bonus. I see. I see what's happening here. Checkpoint. All right, give me a good slipstream. That was not it, but it's fine. It wouldn't be a game like this without a random tornado appearing, you know? I feel like every game like this, like Cruisin' USA or whatever, what is it? Cruisin' Blast, it's just wild. I like how when it hits 0, you still have a little bit of time to get across the checkpoint line. Not a ton of time, mind you, but a little bit. A hair of time. Okay, this is the one. I feel it. Honestly, this is it feels a lot it just feels different playing in third person. I don't know why. It just does. I feel like probably because just the way, like, you're looking at the trailer of the truck, so it just feels a little different. Like looking at that and the cab is turning and whatever. I just caused excruciating pain in my mouth with some hot cider. That is unfortunate. I hope that your mouth parts recover. And I'm familiar. I'm familiar with singeing all that stuff off. It is not pleasant. Not pleasant, but you know, we've all been there. We've all been there. Several times, even. Okay. Look at that. Look at that shortcut that a guy just took. Love that. Vroom, vroom, baby. Oh, I did not realize this was a way that we could go, but we're going this way. I wonder how deceased I am now. Well, that's not what you want. I probably could have made that if I hadn't have accidentally veered off to whatever area that was. Mother of ShamWow. No. Oh.
Great Scott! Run for it, Marty!
Sometimes you gotta run for it. Okay. Man, what I wouldn't give for some Denny's right now. I just cannot get over how much I love Dreamcast graphics. I did not realize how unique Dreamcast graphics were until fairly recently. I guess, playing more Dreamcast games. Whoop. Boom, baby. Yep. Love that. Ho! Ha! Ha! Why would you actually do that? Why would you actually do that? Unbelievable. Can I drive down this tracks? Nope. It said, nope, you are not going that way. I am not going to make it to that. I would have totally been okay if Lizard Lips hadn't have pulled out in front of me. Freaking unbelievable. No. Trying to think if there's anything else that I've been playing. Yes, sometimes I have conversations spanning 45 minutes. Gotta watch out for lizard lips. Exactly. Is there anything else I've been playing? I've been off and on, literally for the past, 2 years, I've been playing Hades. I still have not completed one full run yet, which I know is insane, but I still have not. I just freaking suck at that video game, but I love it. I'm slowly getting further, though. I'm slowly getting better at it, so there's that. If I actually spent some time with it, I'd probably do a lot better, but it's like I'll play it for a handful of hours, and then I won't play it for months, So, yeah. Bro, you can straight up turn. Get out of here. Oh, there's no way. Not in a great position here. So yeah, playing Hades off on. Oh, I'm playing Radiant Silvergun on the Saturn, which is a shooter. It is a vertical shooter on the Saturn, and it's. I've been slowly getting better at that. I sucked terribly at that for a long time. Could barely make any progress, and then I finally started getting a little bit better. So I've been playing that here and there. Just haven't been in the mood or even wanted to play games for a while. I can't really explain it. Just that's totally. I've honestly been there several times. I still love even when I feel like that, I still love talking about games and still following all this stuff and geeking out about games and everything. But there have been periods of time where I'm just I'm not really playing much of anything. And this year, granted, I'm a little different because this stream happens once a week where I'm playing a game. But there have been like periods of time this year, several periods of time this year, where I have not been playing any games outside of what you guys have seen me playing. Which, like in 2024, I completed a lot of games, which was great. But that was not this year at all. Dadgummit. The list of games that I've completed this year is quite small compared to 2024, which is totally okay. Totally okay. But it's just been interesting. Look at that. That was professional maneuvering. Okay, that was fine. That was fine. Give me this time bonus. Time bonus. Time bonus, baby. Is this it? This is it? No. No, sir. No! Fart on your face! Oh, I lost. The icon looks exactly the same if you win or lose. It just has different text. So what I was doing in the Mario universe just last year got burned out. Sometimes a bro has to put down the controller. That's true. It's true. If it's not fun anymore, if it's more of a chore, then do something else. Yeah, there was a couple of years ago. It was probably like 2021, maybe 2021, 2022. It was 2021. I think it was 2021. I don't remember. Whatever. No, it was not 2020. I can't remember when the heck this was, but I went through this phase where it was like, no, this was 2021. I'm remembering this now. It was like games turned into a project for me where I felt like this weight. Like I'd start a game and I felt this weight like, oh, I've got to finish this game. And it's like I don't want to. I can't play anything else. I can't do anything else because I need to finish this game before I start on anything else. And then it became like this almost like a chore. Like I couldn't make progress on the game, because I was like put this burden on myself. Like I don't even know. It was like really, really strange. And then around that time was kind of when because a lot of the games I play, I would say most of the games that I play are more like story driven experiences. And around that time was kind of when I started playing. I was just trying to have fun with games again and just play some stuff. Try to not think about making progress or anything like that, and like kind of retrain my brain to actually have fun rather than I'm trying to complete a project or something like that or check it off my list. So I played stuff like, I played a lot of like Overwatch, and I played like the Call of Duty multiplayer. I started playing like more multiplayer stuff. I played like Fortnite, and like while I realized I don't really like Battle Royale very much, it was nice to kind of just play something and not really worry about making progress, I guess. It's why I hate a lot of current gaming where there's all these checklists and daily to do things. Oh yeah. I played one for a while, Fate Grand Order, and it just became like a chore, like doing the daily stuff. And I realized one day, like, I'm not having fun at all doing this. This is freaking stupid. I need this to leave my life. So yeah, I feel that. Love this game. Need to play it. Yeah, absolutely. I highly this. It is a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to playing the sequel here. We'll have to do that at some point. I'm not going to buy a PS2 steering wheel, but I definitely want to play the sequel. Sometimes it's about space invasion. Yeah, I 100%. Ditched multiplayer years ago. I can live happily in Cyberpunk 2077. Yeah, I'm not competitive at all. Like when I'm playing games like that, I don't feel the need, like, I don't feel the need to play some hyper competitive mode and go through the rankings and all this kind of stuff. I just want to have fun. So yeah, a lot of the multiplayer stuff for me, and a lot of the multiplayer stuff for me, like, I don't even play. I don't like to do like all the voice chat stuff and whatever. I just like to kind of chill and have fun, you know. And it's interesting. It's interesting doing playing a lot of those games. You know, just diving in and doing the thing and just having some fun and then bailing out. But recently, I've gotten more into games like Radiant Silvergun, which are basically arcade games, arcade-esque types of games. And right there. And just, you know, picking up one of those games and playing it for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and then calling it a day. Just loaded the game up on my PS2. I'm going to see how it is right now. Nice. I love that. Let me know how the PS2 version is. I'd be curious to hear if there are any differences. If they added anything to it, or if it's just like basically a port. I tried into multiplayer back in early Call of Duty days. Quickly got told all the things a 12-year-old kid would do to my mom. Decided it wasn't for me. I back when Call of Duty 4 the first Modern Warfare came out, I played a lot of that online, like a lot of that online. This was when I was in college and I was staying up way too freaking late, like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. every night playing Call of Duty 4 with my friends. That, as well as Gears of War. Played a lot of like Gears of War, the campaign, the co-op campaign. Had a ton of fun with that. And it was just it was a good time. It was a good time, but kind of after a while, you know, when Modern Warfare 2 came out, it didn't do it for me, and that was that. So I did play zombies in what the heck was the one that came out after Modern Warfare? World at War? Is that what it was called? I played zombies a good bit, and then after that, I got Modern Warfare 2, and just wasn't. I was kind of tired of it by then, so. My phone's gonna die soon, so if I did. All good. Appreciate you hanging out, Miller Time. Honestly, miss those days. Yes, I was petty and gave as good trash talk as I got. I back in the day, it was a lot of times when my friends and I we would hang out, and inevitably we would end up in a particular situation with particular liquids, and somebody would be playing the game, and then somebody else would be on the mic. So they would be, talking the whole time. And it was actually a lot of fun. Somebody like they're really like hyper focused on playing the game, and then the other person's just like talking to everybody and just having a good time. And it was a lot of fun, actually. Familiar with these liquids. Yep. Good old college days. Yeah, I think about the way that I treated my body in college. Like, if I did that now, I would literally fully pass away. My spirit would leave my person and exist elsewhere in reality. It just would not end well for me. Ooh, give me a slipstream, baby. Give it to me. Well, I kind of got one. I don't know where the slipstream's coming from, but it's coming from somewhere. Oh, yeah. A guy is going fast now. Oh, yeah. Yep. I'm catching up to this time bonus. Boom, baby. Time bonus in your face. Okay. All right. Lizard Lips isn't going to know what hit him here. I am going so fast with my truck, it's unbelievable. The speed at which I am traversing these roads. Farts! Well, I wonder if that's actually worth plowing off there. Whoop! Like if actually the 3 seconds you gain by plowing off the road there is worth you plowing off the road. Dadgummit, lizard. Frick. You do, in fact, got to go fast from time to time. Wow, parts from that car went everywhere. Rest in peace. Okay. The best was when the kids raged and screamed real loud and their parents heard them and yelled at them. That's always the best. Yeah, my wife's all she plays is online games like that still. I rarely do nowadays, but I occasionally play like Overwatch or Fortnite, but that's really all I will play. Get out of my way. I need that. But that's like all she plays. She's big into Valorant. So I have no doubt in my mind that she has heard a lot of things said in that corner of cyberspace. But then, oh, yeah. Oh. Am I on the last one now? Or was that the last one? That was the last one. We beat it. We're getting better. We're getting better at this video game. I love that. You gotta love that. It's great, right? Huh. Design team 1. Winning indeed.
How do you plan on winning that war?
With zeal and focus and violent hatred.
I'm okay with the fact that that was the same one that played earlier. I'm okay with that. The best one twice. Exactly that. Exactly. Sheer violent hatred. It's so good. It's so good. The man is a genius. An actual living, breathing genius. Who knew? Did I make more money this time than I did last time or nah? I don't think I did. I don't think I did that. But that's okay. Oh, yeah. I love the reflections on the truck. That's actually like really, really cool. 18-wheeler. Drive across the U.S. transporting a trailer to its destination. Attempt to park in 5 different garages in the proper order with a time limit period. Earn as much money as possible. You go around the course 3 times. Whoa. Let's try to do some parking in our final moments together here. Okay, so Highway Cat's the fast... Whoa. Streamline. I mean, I kind of like... I don't know. Whatever. I wonder what toughness means. Like how likely you are to blow something up. I honestly really liked the way this truck handled, so... Let's rock this one. This is all interesting. I don't think we've done... Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. We'll see. Parking challenge stage 1. All right. What are those balls? Are those balloons? Should I stop? Excellent. Is that what I needed to do? Oh, there's more. There's more. There's more where that came from. Is it bad that I missed that balloon? Oh, no. Oh, how do you reverse this sucker? I figured it out. Figured it out. We're good here. Yahoo indeed. I feel like doing this in first person would be chaos. Dead gummit. The shifting into reverse doesn't... Oh, motherless. Just feels weird. Just feels like it's a random button you have to press. Oh, what? Can't see. Oh, I actually cannot switch to first person here. That's fine. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, hey, look at that. That is how you win. That is how one does a winning. Son of a motherless goat. We've all been there. Oh! What? Parking challenge, stage 1. Yeah, this is actually pretty different from the parking. Oh, there's something going on here. AAA, baby. Huh. Graphics are on par. Okay. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do blickadoo do blickadoo do sickadoo do sickadoo do do. Huh. Okay, parking challenge stage 2. Okay. This is fine. Everything is good. Everything is great. Oh, no. Oh, no! Oh, no! There we go. Just saw a post that Home Alone was 35 years ago. That's like watching a movie from 1955 and 1990. Oh, no. Oh, no! I have to... Oh, okay. Oh, yep. Yep, that is not what a guy needs in reality here. Wow, that's... Yep, okay. I wasn't expecting that maneuver. That was not that was not what I was expecting. That was not what I was expecting. Okay. Let's try this again, please. Do you back a trailer like that IRL? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay. I don't know why it says park your truck in the garage. I have not been in the garage yet. We're just pulling into random places. Excellent job, Wheeler. Okay. Frick. Huh? Oh, what? Oh, no. Oh, no. We're out of control. We're out of control. Actually, we're fine now. Everything is fine. Okay. Dadgummit. Okay. Do not suck. You fools do not suck. Uh-huh. Yep. Of course there are two crates there like that. Why would there not be two crates like there? Oh, I'm just going to plow through this one. It's fine. Everything about this is A-okay, if I do say so myself. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, there's more activities to be had here. Where are we going now? We're going back this way. Woo! Look at that. Well, oh no, this is going to be tragic. Oh no. Ah. I like the PS2 version more now. The graphics don't have those blurring effects, so it's all pixels / Sega looking super. Oh, nice. I'm curious to try the GameCube version. Man, this is only stage 2. Vroom, vroom. Go! Well. Huh? Okay, get it under control. Get it under control. Look at that. We are so professional. I don't even know what to do with that. Come on now. That's not what a guy wants. No, 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 no. Yep, right there, just like that. It's great. Farts. I don't know what I hit at the end there, unless it took off some time for me hitting the fence that I was right next to.
On July 2nd, 2024, Michael K. said, "You monster."
I don't think that quite had the feeling, Clabot. I don't think that was just quite there. I just don't think that was it. All right, let's do this. Down, 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 down. La 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 la. Okay. The secret to this is preparing yourself for the next one. You got to set yourself up for success with the way that you park. If you park like a crazy person, then your next delivery is probably not going to be a win. I mean, I don't know how much of a win that is, but... Frick. Oh, oh! Woo! Motherless, motherless, mother of ShamWow, mother of Pearl. Oh. Have mercy. Have mercy. Does it matter that my tire is up on the curb? Does it matter? No. I got the point is I got the load there. Good enough, as I would say, as they called me in graduate school. Okay. All right, Will, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your night and a fantastic fantastic rest of your week. And we will see you very, very soon for more shenanigans. Because that's that name of that restaurant that Farva likes. I love that. Excellent, excellent. All right. Yeah, that time, that was... I don't know how, like, the second time that I did that, and I did it flawlessly, how that worked so well, but, you know, here we are. Emerald, what is going on? How is it going? It's so great to see you on this day of the week. What's going on? Hopefully you're doing fantastic. Yeah? Please, please, please. I am, in fact, going slightly better this time. That is good. That is good to hear. Happy to hear that. Well, hopefully things continue to improve and get better for you. I bet that mountain stage is near impossible. Caw. Parking challenge stage 3. All right. I pressed the wrong freaking button. I totally thought that wasn't going to happen, but it did. It, in fact, worked. Love that. Love it when things work out like that. Boom. Yep. Great. Progress is being made. Yes, excellent. Oh, that looks fun up there, up ahead. The goal is to not decimate all of these other vehicles in the process. All right, where am I going? Where am I going? Where am I going? Am I supposed to turn around? I don't know if I am or not, but... Oh, you do have a... Oh, you totally could just back into that like a freaking pro. I'm not that pro. Okay. Mother of pearl. Oh, no. And we're off. We're off to the races. Oh, motherless. Okay. Probably the move, if you were going to be a speedrunner, is to back out of that one and back into the other. At least I believe that's probably the move. But, you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Huh. Keeps on saying park your truck in the garage, but I have yet to see a garage to park in. Okay. Sometimes a guy presses the wrong button. We got this though. This is how it happens. Okay. I wish I could see a little better. Oh. It's like, why is the camera so freaking zoomed in here? Why do I keep pressing the wrong button? Oh, no. Come on, come on, come on. This is it. This is it. Yeah! That was a miracle. I wonder if, like, the time limit is dependent on the mission before, the objective before. What the heck did I get a penalty for? Boom. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I should have gone the other way. Whatever. Ho, 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 ho. Somehow I succeeded in that mission. Okay. Okay. Do not hit that. Cannot afford any time loss here. Woo. I wonder if the cones are a penalty. Probably. Oh my good gravy pants. All right, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're making it. We're making it, baby. We're making it. We're making it. Woo! It's all about Highway Cat. Absolutely. 1,000,000,000%. Fantastic. All right. I am somewhat of a highway cat myself. Okay. We got stage 4. This is the final parking stage. I feel like this has got to be very difficult. It's got to be, right? Now, of course, I have this very difficult trailer on. And probably there is literally no mercy if you fall off. Oh, motherless. Well, there's that. PS2 version has no audio for engine sounds. Grabbing the game fusion. Oh, interesting. Huh. That's interesting. I wonder why the heck they did that. Please select a course indeed. All right, let's try this again. I'm going to not overshoot the parking spot this time. Vroom, vroom. Tried a couple of versions. That's pretty weird. Well, what is happening? Okay, good. And then we're going to go over here, I believe. Oh, wow. Could that have been any easier? I don't know where the heck I'm going. Oh, I guess I'm... Whew. Oh, mother. Going this way? I think I'm going this way. A 6.46? What? No way. Absolutely not. I mean, it's not like the greatest game of all time or anything, but it's a good time. Okay, this wasn't too bad. I just kind of screwed it up. Like, this is just a fun game. Okay, I selected my course. Okay, so we got this time. We got this. Just kind of did a dumb there. I wonder if the move is actually to back up out of that one spot. I don't know. Okay. Vroom, vroom. Okay, we're not going to hit any of this garbage this time. Boom. Easy. I mean, honestly, turning around this corner was just fine. Woo! You definitely gotta... It's pretty close. It's pretty close. Penalty up my butt. Huh? Oh, motherless. Dadgummit. Highway cat all the way. I wonder if any of the other trucks have better handling. I feel like this truck is, the handling is pretty good. I wonder if there's actually going to be a garage at the end of this course. I just feel like there cannot be... Oh, that was terrible. Yep. We done did the do here. That's not what you want. Wow, it takes a long time. Once you kind of like get that momentum going backwards, it takes a long time to go forward. Let's try that again, please. I feel like I have to beat this now. We're committed. We're all in on this. I got to see if there's actually a garage at the end of this. Oh, I just realized that you do get time from getting the balloons, so that's helpful. Okay. Oh, mother. There it is. I just can't envision a world where going in reverse here is faster than going forward. Okay. Ah. I have got to make it. I've got to make it like around that corner without hitting anything. That's what demolishes me every time. That's like, I got like 4 subtractions going around that corner. It's just all I gotta be precise. I gotta be careful. I gotta be more careful. I can't be so freaking greedy. All right. That's got to be the way you do it, though. I just don't really think that going in reverse there is the move in any way, shape, or form. That was close. GameCube. Okay. All right. Crap. Go get. Okay. All right. I'll have to give that a try. Get a wheel. You know, I wonder. I've never seen a wheel for the GameCube. I wonder what those look like. Penalty. That was not good. Oh, well, okay. I'll take it. I will allow it. If the game will allow it, then I will allow it. Okay. Feeling good. Okay. Okay. Do not. Yep. Whew. I feel like it's probably better to just to go a little bit slower and not run into everything. Crap. As I run into things. Dadgummit. This turn needs to be wider. Oh, what? I totally got that balloon. That would have saved me. Mother of pearl. Okay. All right. See, I feel like I needed to play the Dreamcast version of this first before I played one of the other consoles, because I needed to play it how I would have played it as a wee lad. I needed to experience it that way. But now that I know, definitely dive into the GameCube. I have several things to do a GameCube mod, several pieces to do some significant GameCube modding, and I want to do it on stream. So I've been like putting off doing it for months. So at some point soon, that's gonna happen. And then we're gonna have to play some GameCube games, obviously. What? Okay. Whew. No. Okay. It's a wide turn. All right. Okay. Now what? Oh, no. The game definitely wants you to back into that, but, you know, here we are. I am not that brave and strong. Oh, that was not the move. Freaking okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Turn, 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 baby. Turn, turn, turn. Not down the mountain. Okay. Holy shnikes. What even is happening here? Well, missed that one. I am toast. I am absolutely toast. Ah! Well, we were doing pretty good. We were doing pretty decent there. Good grief. I surely. Okay, well, if I back into that one, then that would enable me to not have to turn around on that last one. I can just blast off. I was just thinking, surely the game doesn't want me to back down the mountain. That would be insanity. That is not going to be happening. Don't call me Shirley. Ah! It just, if you get in that position where you have to flip it into reverse and you're still going forward, it just takes forever. There's too much momentum. It's a truck, after all. Is it the Crazy Taxi engine? Okay. That makes a whole lot of sense. That's pretty cool. I approve. It looks very similar, honestly. Arcade quality. Yep. I miss this Sega quite a bit. All right. I actually cannot imagine playing this with pedals. Like, that would be quite a thing. Oh, no! Oh, this is the freaking worst. Come on now, come on now. Go, 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 go. Get in there, get in there. Are you actually serious? Exactly. You're exactly right. Okay. I don't have many more goes in me. I need to actually go eat dinner. Because I'm crazy. I got home late. And so I did this thing. I was like, oh, I'll just have a snack. And that'll be fine. What? Oh, the tire's out of the box. Well, it was good. It was a good run. I just want to do one more, at least some pretty significant progress here. That would complete me. Get the feeling the GameCube had way more power than this game needed, so it's no big... Yeah. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Yeah, I want to play. I want to play some more GameCube stuff. Some more, like I mean, you know, I played a lot of the heavy hitter. That's kind of my experience with the GameCube is playing a lot of the heavy hitters. You know, the first party titles and stuff like that. But I want to play. I want to play some more of the kind of more niche stuff like this. I still want to play. What you call it? What's it called? Rogue Leader, the Star Wars game, the sequel to Rogue Squadron. I loved the first Rogue Squadron on N64. I loved that game. So I've never played the sequel on GameCube. I've played it a little bit, but I've never played it. You know. Okay. Discord. Checking it out. Oh yeah, that does look nice on GameCube. Darker on PS2. Interesting. Yeah, I bet this plays like butter on GameCube. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Okay, I'm giving this one more go. One more go. One more. Okay. Well. Ho, I didn't think that was going to be one, but turns out it was enough. It was good enough. Locked at 30, but it's smooth. Cool. Yep. It appears I'm starting to get the hang of driving these trucks. I probably... If I had done this parking mode first, it would have forced me to learn how to drive the truck better, probably. I probably would have done better in the actual game, but, you know, whatever. Do not do something stupid. Oh. Naomi version is 60. Ah, nice. That's pretty cool. I've played this in the arcade once, and I can't. I'm playing this one more time. I can't go out on a note like that. I can't remember where it was I played this, but I remember it being very difficult. Like the arcade version being very difficult. That'd be amazing for this to run at 60. Okay. For some reason in this game, I just keep forgetting how to brake. Like, my brain stops functioning, and I forget how to brake, and then I do something stupid, and then it screws the whole thing up. I don't know why, but here we are. Okay. Whoa! Ah! Ah! That wasn't it. I got greedy. I just... Oh, frick. Sometimes you just gotta. The game just totally gives up on. Okay, one more time. Seriously, this is it. This is the one. I feel it. I feel it deep within my person. One more time. Okay. Whoever says Wahoo sounds like Toad. Okay. You just handed me my new favorite game. Oh, nice. Oh, crap. Okay. Whew. I'd love to watch like a speed run of this. I think that would be insanely cool. Watch somebody just absolutely demolish these courses. Okay. Wrong way. Oh, come on. Oh. My stool totally just screwed up. I'm blaming the controller on this. I'm blaming the controller. I totally had that. And then I did this. And then totally screwed the whole thing up. You just handed me my new favorite game to play, so thank you so much. Here's one for me. Play Lamatron 2012, Atari ST Evercade. Okay. Jogware. Okay. I have a what you call it? Whatever, the EverDrive thing for the Jaguar. So I'll have to see if it's on there, and I'll check that out. Unlock all the crude. That's pretty funny. That's awesome. Yeah, at some point next year, early next year, I want to do a Jaguar stream and just play through as many games on the system as possible. And it's one of those things where like I want to play. It's probably going to take several streams, and the same thing with Commodore 64. Probably several streams to play through just as many games as I can. It's a twin stick game, but it's playable with one. Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah. Let me write that down. Yeah. Lamatron 2012. Okay, noted. Yeah, I'll have to make sure that's on my what's it called? What the heck is that thing called? A game drive? Is it called a game drive? I can't remember. Whatever. Doesn't matter. I have to make sure I have that. But yeah. Anyway, everybody, appreciate you hanging out, accompanying me on this journey through delivering all of these things, all the logs, all the blast core vehicles. You are most welcome, Coffee Cup. You are most welcome. And now we got to check out the sequel at some point. So that's on the list. So we will return to this. I don't believe I'm gonna buy a steering wheel for the PS2, but I don't know. Maybe there's a steering wheel that I could get that that works with several different systems. I don't know. I'll just have to. I'll have to do a little bit of digging on that and see. But everybody, appreciate you hanging out. Hope all of you have a fantastic, an unbelievable rest of your week, and I will see you all very soon for some more Michael KTV. Deuces.